Hi guys, my name is Ari. I'm the Bookish Freaking MB, and welcome to my channel. For those of you who have been here, thank you. For those of you who have just begun following my videos, thank you as well. I am very grateful for all of you. And I said I was gonna do a full review of Mexican Gothic, but right now I am just going to give my thoughts just because I did live tweet throughout the book. Almost everything is up there. I would definitely say that this book has some twists and turns that I was not expecting. And um, let's just say I was very frustrated with Noemi throughout the book because there were so many signs, so many things that people were telling her about this house and about this family that basically would have made me say, okay, it's time to go. And um, even Francis, the other one of the family members, was like, yo, Noemi, leave, go. Leave Catalina here. She's a lost cause. Just go. And like when someone within the family tells you to leave, I'm just like, yeah, it's time to, pack up all your stuff and go. But yeah, Noemi kind of stuck it out. I know she really wanted to save Catalina and all of this stuff, but once you boil it all down and you find out that in fact the family knows that the house is doing these things and that they're complicit in all of it, you're just like, wow, okay. First, it almost got DNF'd because the men in this family have no type of respect for women at all. It's like they hate women, and all they do is look at them as breeders, someone to have their children, and basically they're kind of useless afterwards. So with that said, then you find out the patriarch of this family is basically a god in a sense because of certain aspects of the house and fungus that he found and all of this stuff. And it's just like, so you can't kill him unless he's vulnerable. The house is basically keeping everyone captive, including the patriarch of the family. And not only that, because the patriarch of the family wants Noemi to join the family, you basically attach her to the house too. She becomes connected to the house too. And all of these things go down. They eventually find a way to break the connection, and once they break the connection, they're able to escape, but only after they like destroy everything. The ending was satisfying, to say the least. I did really enjoy this book. After it got kind of strange, it almost got DNF'd. I'm not gonna lie, it almost ended right back up on that shelf. But luckily, um Francis is the GOAT though. Francis did what he needed to do, and that's all I gotta say about that. Francis was the GOAT. Virgil and Howard were trash, and so was Florence. Like, they were just letting these things happen to them, and I'm just sitting here like, yo, so y'all just all complicit in everything that's happening in this house. So, enough said. I liked the book. It was good. I would not have thought that it would have turned out the way that it did. It took that turn, and once it took that turn, I was just like conflicted, because then you have like this, because all through the book you knew somebody was up to something, because Virgil kept smiling at her like this suspicious, mischievous smile every time they spoke and all of this stuff. So I was just like, yo, something's going on. They know what's happening in this house. They're just not saying much. So, with that said, I'm just like, oh my goodness, what the hell is going to happen? I'm thinking that at first, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, they're gonna kill each other. Everyone's gonna kill each other. But in the end, I'm not going to give that one away. But yeah, whew, it was definitely a roller coaster. It was definitely a dumpster fire, and it's gonna take me a while to recover from this one. This one was, yeah, it distorted a lot, and I was just, I don't know, caught off guard. And the bad thing about it is, like, I really enjoyed this book, and I'm not usually into horror, and that scares me a little bit. Like, I really enjoyed this book, and I know that everyone has heard some like really mixed reviews about this book, but I enjoyed it. It took a turn for a minute there, and that almost made me put it down. But by then, I was just like, you know what? We're at the home stretch. We might as well finish it, right? So, yeah, I definitely enjoyed Mexican Gothic. It was good, it was surprising, and definitely a thrill to read. So, yeah, I will definitely give this. I gave it a 3 out of 5, just because, um, just the continuous, like, things that happened in this book. And I think more so than not, um, this book should definitely have several trigger warnings, because, yeah, it was rough for a minute there, for quite a minute there. And I'm glad Francis was like there to be the ally and kind of be a buffer for Noemi. So yeah, I was completely stunned at um someone so fragile like Francis becoming so empowered to be like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. This is the plan. And then when we get to town, we've gotta make sure that we get in touch with the people that we need to get in touch with. And that was it. But the trigger warnings, I would say the trigger warnings are incest, um, cannibalism, violence. There's an instance where Virgil attempts to rape Noemi, and like that, just general disrespect of women, and the fact that they only considered women as vessels for their children, and then basically they were just a fixture of the house until they died off. So like that was my biggest gripe. It was just it like mirrors a lot of the things that women experience, like people not listening to them, people basically just taking advantage of them because they feel like they're weak and mild and all of this stuff, and that they're only here to entertain and be vessels for people's children. I really, really feel like this is a commentary on how men in society can be very manipulative, even if they don't have the help of a house that has these powers to control and all of this stuff. So, yeah, I really did enjoy this. I think it does provide some commentary, some social commentary that needs to be talked about. And I love that there was an indigenous character in this book. Noemi is Mazatec. Well, her mother's side is Mazatec, and her father um, is actually they don't say anything about her father's ethnic background, but they do talk about her mother um, being indigenous. So yeah, I really did like this. This is one of my Latinx Heritage Month reads, and I did enjoy it. I was disgusted, thrilled, scared, and relieved by the end. So I think everybody should read it. It's really good. So to everyone in every time zone, every universe, every realm, peace out. Y'all have a good one.